I love living in Surprise, Arizona. But just because I love it doesn't mean that it's the right place for everyone. So if you're thinking about moving to Surprise, Arizona, here's 5 reasons why you might want to reconsider that move. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is Camilo Quevedo with eXp Realty. If you haven't already, make sure that you click subscribe and hit that bell to get notified every single time that I make a video. I'm gonna be covering what it's like living in the Phoenix metro area, especially on the West Valley, and how it can affect you. Now, I've been getting hundreds of calls of clients that I've been able to help and put in the right places. So if you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona area, make sure you give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, let me know so I can help you get to the right place and make your move as smooth as possible. Now, like I mentioned, I live in Surprise, Arizona, and I absolutely love it here. But I also know that this is not the right place for everyone. So let me share with you here the top 5 reasons that I haven't been completely and absolutely in love with Surprise. So let's start with number 1. It's not a very walkable city. So Surprise has been very spread out, and there's not like a hub of place or like a downtown where everything happens and there's a lot to do. Which means that if you want to go for a walk and just walk around the city to explore it, you are not gonna see much. I have a very close grocery store to me, and the other is like, I'm just gonna go walk it. Yep, it's still like a little bit over half a mile away. So it took me a good 10-15 minutes just to walk there, and then all my scenery is just with single family homes. So it was just like through the neighborhood, and that was it. So you're gonna need a car, which brings me to point number 2. If you don't have a car or you do not like driving, Surprise might not be the best place for you. Surprise has no public transportation. None. Zero. Zilch. There's actually one bus station all the way on Grand that's the only bus station that you have, and that will connect you pretty much with Phoenix and the surrounding areas. But within Surprise itself, there is no public transportation. So you definitely need a car. And like I said, it's spread out, so walking is not actually an option. Right now, the city is actually trying to test out scooters, electric scooters for rent, see if that kind of helps the mobility around the city. But as of right now, you're definitely gonna have to be thinking about a car and be okay driving everywhere that you need to go. Now, Surprise is very spread out. So there's not a sense of community. Now, let me explain this. First, people here are incredibly friendly. I haven't met a person that hasn't been welcoming, that is not willing to help me, give me contacts, give me information, help me out. So it's incredibly friendly and welcoming. But there's not like a one place where everybody goes and hangs out. So you don't get to really meet and cross paths with a lot of people. So you're somebody that feeds off community, that feeds off meeting, contacting, touching, like just being around people. You're not gonna get a lot of opportunities here. Yes, there will be like Sunday church, and those communities are already pre-built everywhere, but the city as a whole doesn't have much. That doesn't mean that doesn't have any, just not a lot. So like this past Sunday, I got to spend some time on Sunday at the park, which is an event that the city itself puts on a park. They have live music, there are bouncers for the kids, there was free face painting and balloons, they had food trucks for you to go able to eat. They were selling beer and wine, and then Mark Coronado Park, which is a giant park. So they do have events, and it was refreshing, at least for me. I'm one of those people that need to be around people. So it was very refreshing to be able to take my daughter there. It's the end of the summer, so we spent 3 months pretty much not seeing anybody on the streets. It was still a little bit warm, but definitely worth taking her and just being able to just enjoy some time outside, surrounded by people, and be able to kind of actually see who lives here and everybody around. And number 4, Surprise is constantly in construction. There's always something being built. Now, Surprise is still a growing city. It's still like a very young city. So it's been growing, and that makes it really good to buy now because it's growing. Prices are going up at the moment. So it's great. Things are coming in, more entertainment is coming in, more restaurants, more venues. But at the same time, that means that as you're driving around, there's a constant construction. So there's new houses being built, streets are being widened to accommodate for all the new people in the city. And I don't know, I like places that are already being built. So they're driving around and constantly seeing construction or constantly being detoured because of construction. It's not something very exciting. And a lot of people tell me, why are people leaving Surprise? Is because when they got here, it was at this very teeny tiny town 15 years ago, almost in the middle of nowhere. And now it's a big city, and now it's like in the middle of everything. Things are happening here, so they're moving out to find there's new ventures to find a little bit of distance from the city itself. So constant construction, that would be my number 4. And last, entertainment. I mentioned there is not a lot to do in Surprise. Surprise is not a hub of entertainment. It's very well located, and I shared that with you a little bit, but in Surprise itself, within the city of Surprise itself, there's really not a lot to do. The one thing that there is to do, if you like sports bars, there is plenty of those. There's plenty of sports bars. If you like to eat wings and burgers and things like that, this is going to have plenty of options for you. We do have Surprise South Point. Now that's kind of like the closest as a downtown hub type of place where people hang out, because it has just a little bit enough. It has a movie theater, some ice cream parlors, it has like a bar, restaurant, and it has Uptown Alley, which is going to be bowling alley and arcade to entertain. So that would be like the one area of Surprise that for entertainment purposes you can go to, but that's pretty much it. Now they're starting to come into places. So now they last 2 months ago, a new axe throwing place opened up. It's gonna have an escape room in it. So things are starting to come into Surprise as it continues to grow, but it's still very early in that stage. So entertainment is not that often. With that said, it is very well located. So there's a lot of entertainment close to Surprise. So if you go south, then you're gonna have the zoo, the wildlife zoo. If you go west, you're gonna have White Tank Mountains. If you go east, you're gonna have P83, Peoria's Entertainment District, which is just 20-25 minutes away. Southeast, you're gonna have Glendale's Entertainment District. So there's gonna be a lot. Within 20 minutes, you can get to very good entertainment and locations and hubs where people concentrate, and there's people and entertainment and bars and restaurants. And things are happening on a Friday night. So if that's your scene, that's just 20 minutes away, which reality is not that bad. But I'm keeping it just within the city of Surprise. And that's when I say entertainment is not that great, but 20 minutes away, you're gonna find awesome entertainment. When we were trying to find what to do here, when my wife and I got here, we actually ended up going to Scottsdale. We went to the mall there. We went to Wonder Spaces, which was awesome. Highly recommended as a date place, going to Wonder Spaces. I'm thinking that all of the valley was just like Surprise. We just took our phone, looked up where can you buy sushi, and we drove 2 blocks away to eat sushi, and we found ourselves in the middle of like the Friday night scene in Scottsdale. And there was just like bars and just loud music, and it was still towards the spring, so everything was open and everybody was outside, and that's when we realized that we already passed that scene, that we already a little bit too old for that, and that's no longer our scene. When we started critiquing people's outfits, and we're like, yeah, this is no longer who we are. Let's drive back to Surprise and let's just go to a small place and eat. So again, it just depends on who you are and what you like. So just because one place is amazing doesn't mean that it might be the right fit for you. So that's why that's why you have to give me a call. That's why you have to send me a text or shoot me an email. But let me know who you are, what you like, what you're looking for. And I make sure that you end up in the right place in the valley that actually fits those needs. Until next week, guys, have a good one.